Hi, I'm Maarten. Today we're going to talk about the Sprint Retrospective. The Sprint Retrospective is an end of sprint event. It's usually attended by the entire Scrum team, and for a 1-month sprint it is a 3-hour time box. For shorter sprints, it's typically shorter. It's your inspect and adapt opportunity for your process, and it's the event where you want to focus on continuously improving as a team. First, we're going to look at 3 preconditions for a good sprint retrospective. First of all, you want to create a safe environment of trust. The sprint retrospective is where you really want to be open to each other, really want to be honest to each other, so you can improve. A safe environment is really paramount to that. Second, having a good location. This also helps by creating a safe environment. A good location where you cannot be disturbed contributes to a very powerful sprint retrospective. Third, you want to have the entire Scrum team present, including the product owner. The product owner is as much part of the Scrum team as anybody else, so he or she should be there. We're going to move on to the phases of a good sprint retrospective. First, you want to set the stage. Welcome everybody to the retrospective. This could be done by explaining why people are here, what the value of the sprint retrospective is, but it could also be done by an exercise. You can even set in a certain mood with a certain exercise. Next, you want to gather data. This could be done by having people write down things on sticky notes, or you could try other formats. Typical things to collect data about are what went well and what could be improved. Third, you want to generate insights based on the data you've just gathered. Something written on a sticky is usually not the entire story, and the data you've gathered should be an invitation to a conversation. So you want to generate those insights by discussing what just has been gathered. This is the moment where you have the open and honest conversation. Fourth, you want to decide what to do based on the insights that you just gathered. You want to make sure that there's actionable items resulting from a sprint retrospective, and you want to make sure you can follow them up easily. Finally, you want to close the retrospective. This could be done by doing a happiness index or grabbing a beer with the entire team, as long as you close it off in a good mood. Now we're going to look at some of the pitfalls of the sprint retrospective. First of all, and I can't emphasize this enough, not having a safe environment or an environment with guests. The sprint retrospective is not the event to invite people to. It's not an event to be transparent to the outside world. It's an event to be transparent to the Scrum team itself. Second, you don't want to slow down the sprint retrospective by just looking at how the organization can improve. You want to look at how people can improve themselves as well. You want to make sure that change starts from the inside and not from the outside. Third, you don't want to do the same format in the same location over and over again, as it tends to get boring for people. Finally, you want to make sure the sprint retrospective always has something actionable as a result. No actions from a sprint retrospective tends to make them less valuable. That was the sprint retrospective in a nutshell. I hope it was useful to you. If you want to know more about what we do, please get in touch.